former heavyweight champion of the world, Damian Priest. Welcome to the Blue Box.
Damian Priest, your very first night as a member of Friday Night Smackdown.
4 years, WWE, all Monday Night Raw.
Welcome to Team Blue.
Well, Damian Priest, it was a good run while it lasted. He got some laughs with R-Truth.
You realize where you are right now.
What's up, dog? I like you being the boss, but it makes mommy mad.
You're a funny guy. Everybody loves R-Truth, except me.
Oh, no! I know you didn't mean it when you said you didn't like me. I saw it in your eyes.
But apparently, you need to put the fries in the bag because you're washed. You've been moved to SmackDown.
Damian Priest, and now sets a new course on Friday Night SmackDown.
And I guess I'm hearing it's a demotion by the reaction of the internet. You seem to be headed for the B show or have landed on the B show because, yeah, who would want to be mentioned in a roster full of B-tier talent like Kevin Owens or Randy Orton, LA Knight, Shinsuke Nakamura, Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Bianca Belair, or the face of the company, the guy who main evented the last two WrestleManias and finished his story.
Smackdown, huh?
Looks that way.
Glad to have you.
I wouldn't want to be on that kind of roster, Damian Priest. Obviously, you've been demoted and seen. That was me being facetious. Damian Priest, in the transfer portal window, has moved to SmackDown, and I'll tell you what, I was surprised by the reaction. A lot of people were like, holy crap, I don't like this. He's been demoted. Why was he moved to the B show? And I'm just scratching my head, because I'm just like, wahoo, no more feud with Judgment Day and or Finn Balor. Like, holy crap, please don't move Finn Balor to SmackDown. But yeah, I was like, I kind of thought it was a good thing. That was my gut reaction, but I was taken aback by everybody else and them just saying that this was a bad thing for Damian Priest. And I'm thinking, why? All right, to be fair though, it seems like the internet has kind of sort of changed its tune. A lot of people have now come on board with Damian Priest going to SmackDown, but I still wanted to do this video anyways in case there's some naysayers still out there. So if you still think that Damian Priest is going to SmackDown is a bad thing, I'm here to tell you why it's an amazing opportunity for the guy. And I'll lay it out as if you guys all still think that it's bad. And I'm trying to convince you that this is awesome for Damian Priest. And the first two things I can think of is that most people might be afraid or still a little concerned because Raw is on Netflix and that's just the prominent spot. And SmackDown is not on Netflix. So I see people thinking that's why that SmackDown could be the B show, the lesser show. So those are your two issues we got to tackle right off the bat. Honestly, SmackDown is on Netflix. SmackDown is not on Netflix for the United States, but everywhere else in the world, it is. Most of the world will still see Damian Priest on Netflix, and they will only know Damian Priest on Netflix. That said, it's like, it's not even really the B show. If SmackDown has been boring or a little off-paced for you lately, it's just because after 20 years, they went from 2 hours to 3 hours, and Damian Priest is going to help. Honestly, this is good for Damian Priest. You know why? Like it or not, he was on the lower end of the main event scene. He did carve out a good little title run with his World Championship title run over the summer of 2024, but at the end of the day, he was very much on the low end, probably the bottom of the main event scene. And that's not an insult. If you're at the main event scene, then that is huge, all right? I don't even consider The Miz to be in the main event scene. I consider The Miz to be a very high upper mid-card guy who flirts with the main event scene and has been in the main event scene, in my opinion. And again, that's not an insult to The Miz. And Damian Priest, though, I don't consider him upper mid-card anymore. I consider him main event. Bottom of the main event. And being the bottom of the main event on Raw, Raw stacked, all right? Raw is stacked right now with that whole scene. I wouldn't want to be competing there. I would rather go to SmackDown. Not because it's like the lazy, easy route. No, there's still like a lot of competition here, but you can make your name on SmackDown. And I'm very confident that on SmackDown, Damian Priest will eventually become World Heavyweight Champion again. And I don't think it'll be before WrestleMania unless maybe he comments on this video and is a subscriber to this channel, because then Damian Priest will be entered in to win this belt once I hit 10,000 subscribers, and I'm going to do it before WrestleMania. So Damian Priest, if you want to be this champion, just subscribe, comment, and don't forget to hit the bell notification. And if you're so kind, please a thumbs up. But this contest is not exclusive to Damian Priest. Anybody, any one of you guys or girls out there in YouTube land can win this. I am trying to quit my day job and become a full-time YouTube content creator. So help me out, comment, subscribe, and on a live stream, I will pick a random comment from a random video and give it to someone, whether it be Damian Priest or you. Yeah, you might win. You might win. And I'm almost there. Less than 1,300 to go. So really, really soon, we're going to be giving this bad boy away. Okay, so anyway, Smackdown. Yeah, Smackdown is not a demotion. Damian Priest is right where he needs to be. Instead of trying to fight for airtime against people like Drew McIntyre, Seth freaking Rollins, CM Punk, even Roman Reigns, who I believe is on Raw, you don't have to fight for airtime with those guys. You get more airtime and time to shine on SmackDown. Only concern I have is that while Damian Priest is a face and Cody Rhodes is also a face, if I were Damian Priest, I would be pushing hard to go heel, to really just become a heel and be Cody Rhodes' arch nemesis. As Cody Rhodes' arch nemesis, you don't even have to win the title to get the rub. Honestly, if you look at Edge back in the day when he was climbing into the main event scene, he became Cena's arch nemesis. And while, yeah, he did get that initial cash in and win the title for about a month, for the most part, Cena always whooped Edge's butt. But when the feud was over, Edge was a made man, and that's what Damian Priest should be really shooting for, just to be a made man after a extended feud with Cody Rhodes. Just become the most evil version of yourself, and people are gonna love it. That's always my answer. Just go heel. Just go heel. You're lame. You're boring. Go heel. That's what you need to do. Go heel. But it works. It definitely works. Now, I will grant you this, that there was a long period of time when SmackDown was basically pointless. Who was the champions? I think it was around the Jack Swagger era. When Jack Swagger won the title, it kind of just, it was like really lame and really just SmackDown wasn't even a B show. It was like a glorified main event. And I'm not even talking Saturday night main event. I'm talking that main event series that is like on Wednesday on like the Oxygen channel or something. It was lame. It was lame. SmackDown for a period was lame. But other than that little dark, like 6-year period, and 6 years is a lot, I'm not gonna lie, SmackDown has been the land of opportunity. When the brand split initially happened, everyone thought that SmackDown was going to suck, but low-key, I actually thought SmackDown was the better show. You had the SmackDown 6 just showing up, showing out every single week. What was it? It was Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, Chavo Guerrero, Rey Mysterio Jr., Edge, and Kurt Angle. Those 6 just fought each other left and right. They had banger feuds. Also, Brock Lesnar, Undertaker, also just the top of the card. That's where John Cena got his start.
There are a lot of young guys back there, future superstars, that want to climb that ladder to success. Who in the hell are you? John Cena. Makes you think that you can walk out here and come into the ring and face the very best in the business. Ruthless aggression.
SmackDown has also been called the land of opportunities, and I definitely believe it. I think on SmackDown, you're a little more free to just kind of mess up even. Try to explore who you are as a character, because Raw has been this just established show that's been going back to 1993. That's a long time. And SmackDown, well, yeah, it's been here a long time too. It's just, I don't know. I feel that you can really cut your teeth here on SmackDown. Edge, Batista, Undertaker, Brock Lesnar, they totally made the main event scene. I associate SmackDown with those guys, and I feel that Damian Priest, if he plays his cards right and maneuver his way into that main event scene as a villain or maybe even a face, he can own SmackDown. That's what he should be looking for. That's what us fans should be wanting for him. He's not going to own Raw right now. Raw is just too much. There's just too much going on Raw. But on SmackDown, as they try to find themselves with this 3-hour block of time to fill, this is where Damian Priest can shine. Now, I did talk to a big Damian Priest supporter, and his concern was there's a ceiling on Damian Priest. There's a ceiling on him, but I don't think there is. Honestly, I thought there was a ceiling on Damian Priest on Raw, but he did break through it. And if there's a ceiling on him right here, he'll break through. I can definitely see him breaking through that ceiling. I hope that Gunther doesn't come to SmackDown and we keep the undisputed title here, but regardless, if Gunther did come, then he'll definitely win the World Championship, because some reason Damian Priest has Gunther's number. But with or without Gunther being there, I feel that Damian Priest can rise to this occasion and really, just like The Undertaker, make SmackDown his. SmackDown is the land in which JBL, who was an acolyte, just a tag team guy, almost, well, I guess he did get a character like the APA, the protection agency, but he reinvented himself into this like Texas oil tycoon on SmackDown and was able to rise to the longest reigning SmackDown champion, the longest reigning WWE champion on SmackDown, Eddie Guerrero. That's where he was given his shot as champion. Rey Mysterio given his shot as champion. Now, Damian Priest has already had his shot and did a great job, but this is the show in which Damian Priest can actually show that he can carry an entire show. He can carry 50% of the WWE business. I do not see this as a demotion at all. I see this as a huge opportunity for Damian Priest to prove that he can carry the burden that is being the face of the company. Now, Raw will probably have the dominant champion eventually. I do see the undisputed title going over there because that's where Roman is. So I do see that, but no shame in that. When Raw had Triple H in his reign of terror, you know what? Us fans, we kind of got sick of it. We kind of got sick of Raw, and we tuned in so we could watch real wrestling with some real storylines that we could sink our teeth in. That's when the SmackDown 6 was going crazy. That's when John Cena was rising up through the ranks. That's when Brock Lesnar was beating up a one-legged kid. You know, true story. But you know what? It was like, there's a one-legged kid on SmackDown getting pushed down a flight of stairs by this huge dude, while we have over there Triple H just winning again on Raw. You know, it got repetitive and it got boring. SmackDown became the must-see show. And I really think in this day and age where both shows are really on Netflix, except for in the US, but you know what? There's a whole big old world out there that WWE needs to cater to, because that's where future profits are going to be coming from. Future record-breaking profits are going to be coming from. And I just think that if Raw is the A show, I don't think SmackDown's the B show. I really think that at the very least, SmackDown's the A- show. And hey, you know what? A- is still pretty freaking good. When I got paid out for my report card, an A- was just as good as an A. I still got $10 for that A. Here's your $10, Damian Priest, because you are on the A- show right now. And I believe that this is such a good career move for you. Now, it could go down to pass. It could definitely go the bad way, but Damian Priest, there's something that tells me that you've worked very hard to get where you are at.
There was a little bit of a time that I had to sleep in my car. Sometimes I would just sleep on the steps of a church. Then my car got broken into, my gear got stolen. I had to quit wrestling because I didn't have gear. In 2010, I had my first tryout at FCW, and man, did I tank it. Gained a lot of weight. It was just like, what am I doing with my life?
You've had many people tell you that you were going to fail, that you were not going to succeed. And I, at one point, would have been one of them, but you have made a believer out of me. I'm not going to lie. You didn't win me over until your title reign, and then you made me mad when you started punking out Gunther. But I can't deny the talent that you have, this unique it factor that you have. You have an edge, and you just need to tap into this more aggressive side of you, and you can own SmackDown, dude. You can own SmackDown. And I'm looking forward to becoming a bigger fan of yours as you take the reins of your destiny and the destiny of SmackDown. You watch and you see this is going to be a very good thing for you, Damian Priest, and I really do believe that SmackDown is going to be the land of opportunity where people can rise up, just like John Cena, just like Eddie Guerrero, just like Rey Mysterio, just like JBL. These are where you're going to get these mid-carders just show you how good they are and how capable they are of being huge megastars. So Damian Priest, the ball is in your court. Take it, man. Take it and run. Guys, girls, what do you think? Do you think that this is a demotion still after this pep talk, after this rally for Damian Priest, after me hyping up what SmackDown is? Please tell me below if it's still a demotion or what you look forward in seeing, or what can Damian Priest do to really elevate and take himself to that next level. Guys, girls, have a great day.